Hey guys, welcome back. If you're like me, you're kind of tired of not having any aftermarket parts for your Frontier. I already showed you a video, I'll show you in one of the corners here, which aftermarket part I have added on the front hood there, but some ditch brackets I found for the truck. There are some aftermarket parts out there, just kind of hard to find, and I found a new one for you. I know it just looks like a little piece of metal, but it's not just a, it's kind of just a piece of metal. But so basically, if you buy a Tacoma, if you buy a Jeep Gladiator, or like a Jeep, if you buy a Jeep Wrangler or something like that, tons of aftermarket parts, easy to come by, quick shipping, all that stuff, and they're kind of hard to find for the Nissan here. But I did find a little bracket for your dashboard to mount like tablets, phones, GoPros, whatever you want, which is actually pretty hard to find for this vehicle. So this actually utilizes the little tray that's on the top of the dashboard, and it's just a little metal plate. I know it's kind of silly, but this one I actually painted. It comes bare metal, but I painted it gray to kind of match the dashboard there. But it comes with all the hardware and everything, and instructions on how to mount it in there. So that's what I'm going to show you today. On the top of the plate, you'll see these holes kind of here. They're in patterns of 4. So this is actually a standard AMPS mounting pattern, and the gentleman that is selling these, so he goes by Missing Links Fabrications. This is the only thing he has on his website right now, but he's making some other stuff. He has made some AMPS mounting holes. He has actually included the hex screws that fit right into his mounting plate. They just screw right in, and then the rest of these ones that I have sticking out the bottom, are what we use to mount to the dashboard on the Frontier. And then he has cut the edges of this to fit right in there, in that top dashboard tray, so it'll fit right in there. So he has included some instructions, so I'll go ahead and show you what this will look like. If you don't know anything about the Nissan Frontier, there's this little dash tray that's up on top of the radio. So this is where the little plate is going to be mounted. So to give you kind of idea, it'll be a little bit lower than that, but because I got all these screws in the way. But basically this mounts right here, and then this will give you an AMPS mounting plate to put whatever you want to put up here. So the first thing we need to do is remove this. I've got this little tool kit. You might want to, I mean, they're cheap on Amazon. You might want to pick one up. It makes it easy to get all these little pieces and parts apart. But this we just kind of stick underneath of there, and it'll pop that right off, and you'll see all the space that we have up there. So again, here's the tray that this will be mounting to. We'll be mounting it right there, and we do have to make some holes, and I'll show you the little instruction book. So we'll go ahead and head inside the garage and make some holes. Alright guys, so you can see my dash plate. I have already made some little pilot holes. I tried using this template. So basically he wants you to fold it here at the line, stick the template here, and drill the holes here. But the issue I'm having is that it kind of sets it pretty far back, so there's a gap right here, and I wanted it up against the front of the dash tray. So what I did was I just held it up here like so, and used a teeny little drill bit. I just used a teeny little drill bit and went right through every single one of these to mark it. So now we can use the correct size drill bit. So here's the instructions. So it says use a 13/64 or a 5mm drill bit to drill the holes. So we'll go ahead and do that. All right, so super easy. So you'll see the screws they have a taper to them, so they sit flush with the plate like so. And then there are some nylon spacers to stick underneath of here so we can get a nice space on top of the plate, just like so. And then you'll see on the bottom our screws go right through there, just like so. So we just need to go through and put the little nylon. Oh, this is going to be fun. So we just use some blue tape to hold the screws on while I put the nylon insert or nylon spacers on. There we go. So I just used some blue tape to hold the screws in while we got this all assembled. So I just need to get the nuts installed on the bottom. Now we just need to tighten those down, but I'll take this off just so you can see. So this is our little AMPS mounting plate. So we can put our AMPS ball mounts right here on the top of the dashboard and be able to mount basically anything we want. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten these down. Ordered a USB charger that's going to go right here so I can plug in my GoPro, I can plug in my phone, you know, anything else that I mount up here like an iPad or something. So I'm just going to go ahead and tighten these down, and then I'll show you the mounts that I got for this system. All right guys, so what I've got a nice big box of goodies here. So I went with the RAM mount system. So RAM makes a whole line of iPad mounts, phone mounts, GoPro mounts, camera mounts, you know, anything you would ever want. And they use these ball mounts for just about everything. So you can get different length arms, different size ball mounts, different things for, like I said, iPads and phones and things like that. So these are a standard AMPS pattern which fits this plate that we have installed on the front dash tray. So this is the RAM 1-inch or 20mm ball, and then you'll see the AMPS pattern there, which matches the pattern on our dash plate here. So this will mount right up there, and then we'll just use the screws that came with the plate itself. So you just need a Allen key. This is 4mm, so that's what fits these screws. And then we just go ahead and mount our RAM mount ball. Tighten that guy down, and there's 4 screws per mount. All right, so we'll just tighten those down, make sure they're nice and secure. We don't want our cell phone flying off. All right, so you see our RAM ball there. So what we use with that is I've got a medium length arm here. So these are a double socket, and it's got a little spring here and then a tightening mechanism there. So that will allow us to tighten down onto the ball, as well as another one on this side. So the one that's going on this side is a RAM cell phone holder. This is a X grip. They also have a bigger one for big phones. A lot of people use these on motorcycles and things, so they have included a little rubber kind of, extra security piece, so you can put that along the back and then put this on the corners of your cell phone. I won't be using that in this situation, but just know that you can use this on like handlebars of your motorcycle. So you can see on the back, again, it has one of those 20mm balls there, and then it is, well, that's why they call it the X grip, because you can just stick your cell phone in there. We'll go ahead and loosen this up. And stick him in there. Put it on the dash plate. And then you can see when you tighten it up, it secures that really well. And then if you loosen it, you can move him around, stick it wherever you want. All right, so this will come off the front of the dashboard, and then you can see You just stick your phone in, whoa! You just stick your phone in there and it holds it nice and secure on your, whoa, cancel. Almost called the police. Make sure you don't hold the button on the side because you'll start calling the police. Oh my gosh, okay. So anyway, you can see it hold your cell phone, and apparently it will push the buttons when you stick it on there. So anyway, I did get another ball mount for the other side. Okay, and then you'll see there are 3 positions here available on the dash plate. So right now I only have 2 ram mount balls, but I do have the option to add a 3rd one. So the next piece I got was actually a GoPro mount. So you can see it has the standard little GoPro deal right there. So you can stick your GoPro right on top and use the GoPro screw. And this already has the nut on the other side, so you can stick your GoPro right on there. And then you can adjust it however you need. So up and down and around. We can go towards the dashboard or towards the windshield, wherever you want, or flip it around and film yourself while you're driving. So pretty neat system here. I did want to show you this little USB that I got. I will be installing it right here in the back of the dash plate. So what this will allow me to do is charge my GoPro and my phone and whatever else I need without having cords dangle off the front of the dashboard. So that'll be installed right here. And I will have to wire it in, so I'll be doing this at a later time since it's getting kind of late. But yeah, show you that at a later time. Let's go ahead and get this installed in the truck. All right, guys, so we'll go ahead and get this reinstalled. So this is just held on by clips. Hopefully this thing can handle the weight of a phone and whatnot, but we'll find out. So super easy. We just stick it back in its spot, push it in, and that's about it. So super simple. It seems like it's going to be really sturdy, so go ahead and stick our ram mount back on. And we can tighten that down where we want it. So that'll be our, oh yeah, that's sturdy. That'll be our cell phone. This will be our GoPro mount. So we'll be able to film our adventures a lot easier. So this is our little dashboard mount that goes in the front dash tray. Again, I'm going to be installing a little USB up here so we can plug in the GoPro, plug in the phone, and not have cords hanging down off of the dashboard. So you see these dash plates a lot, or tracks in like Tacomas and Jeeps and things like that. And they just have these little areas where they can bolt everything in the dashboard. Well, I just want to say thanks to our buddies over at Missing Links. Their website here is missinglinksprd.square.site. I'll link it in the description below. This is the only product he's got on there right now. I did buy this myself. He owns a Nissan Frontier Pro 4X actually, and he has also been really tired of not having any of these cool custom products like the other, vehicle manufacturers have had. So he has, started making his own. So he's told me that he is working on a compressor mount, switch panels, things like that. So I think this will work out really well. Seems like it's going to hold tons of weight, and yeah, so super easy installation. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. Again, I will link the website down below in the description of where you can pick this up. Thanks guys for watching. Check out my future videos. I will be doing one on the USB that I'm going to be installing here, as well as working on the Escapade camper and whatnot. And then my previous videos customizing the truck, I do have one for the ditch light brackets that you may have seen in the background here. So please check those out. Hit subscribe, hit like. I'll see you on the next video.